On September 1, 1968, the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, under the leadership of Chief Clarence Kelley, gained national recognition when it revolutionized police work by putting computer terminals in police cars. The new system made headlines as the United States' most advanced computer-based police information system because of its ability to retrieve data in seconds. Chief Kelley said, quote, "Advanced timely information can mean the difference between life and death for an officer in the field," unquote. Now, 50 years later, KCPD remains on the cutting edge of new technology to protect the public and fight against crime. The architect behind its creation was Melvin F. Bockelman. He was hired by Chief Kelley in 1966 as manager of the Computer Systems Division.
My first interview when I went to work in September of 1966, I met with Chief Kelley. And I never seen him pointing his fingers any time except one time. He says, "I want this computer to serve the officers in the field. And I want them to get the information to them within 10 seconds. He says, nobody else, no other police department has that. They always develop programs for administrative purposes, but none of them help the officer in the field. He says, we're going to do it different. I said, and you are going to develop it, or otherwise we'll get someone else.
His background in the Air Force as a computer systems manager gave him a unique advantage, and also because Bockelman says nobody else on the department wanted the job.
See, he tried for about a year to get somebody in the police department to go to school to learn how to manage and run this computer, and nobody wanted it. They thought that was, way, really high up stuff, and afraid for their careers that if they failed, that would be the end of their job.
Newspapers called the computer a thinking machine, or brain, for its ability to perform crime rate analysis and crime record searching at the same time. The computerized network system was called Alert 1, or Automated Law Enforcement Response Team. The Alert 1 network centered on a powerful IBM System 360 Model 40, located in police headquarters. David Mann, a 39-year KCPD employee, is manager of computer services.
I think our job in IT continues to be to deliver criminal justice information in a way that is accessible and impactful to the members of the KCPD doing their jobs. Information that keeps the officer safe. Information that keeps the citizens of Kansas City safe. The ways and methods of doing that, the computers, the software that have been used over the last 50 years has changed drastically. Changes in IT are constant. However, I think the one thing that has not changed is the vision that Chief Clarence Kelley had in 1968 when he started Alert, and that is the vital role that technology can play in accomplishing the mission of the KCPD.
The computer and related equipment was delivered May 6, 1968, but wasn't ready for the job.
When I came there and I looked at the order for the equipment that they already signed for IBM to produce, half of that was the wrong stuff. It was not. We weren't going to be able to produce an answer in 10 seconds with the equipment that was on order. And I told the chief, I said, we got to change this. He says, change what it is, but 10 seconds has got to work. He never backed down on that.
Once it was in operation, the Alert 1 computer system received attention from all over the world. Stories appeared in national magazines and newspapers from Belgium to New Zealand. Bockelman's efforts were rewarded with numerous awards for innovation. Visitors came from near and far to see the new equipment. Computer Services Supervisor Mike Russell has been with KCPD for 42 years.
Whenever we had tours come through, we were Tried to make it look like we were busy, putting tapes up on the tape drive. So you had tapes going around and lights flashing on the system console, that sort of thing. But we did quite a few tours, being one of the few major police departments in the country that had that kind of a system. So we're pretty much a model for a lot of the agencies in the country.
The contrast against today's information technology unit at KCPD is quite stark.
What you're looking at now is server racks for the various systems that we have throughout the department. We went from mainframe to server storage. A lot of these are virtual servers.
The original system served an area of 10,000 square miles in western Missouri and eastern Kansas. It fed 22 police departments, 6 county sheriffs, the Kansas and Missouri Highway Patrol, the local FBI office, the postal inspector, municipal and juvenile courts, parole offices, and prosecutors. In addition, the new system utilized 3 police helicopters, patrol cars, and the communication center of KCPD. Bockelman, who is now 90 years old, traveled all over the world to places like Holland, Greece, Israel, Australia, Britain, and Thailand to tout the IBM 360. He was instrumental in making the streets of Kansas City safer for officers and making KCPD famous worldwide long before the internet was invented.